Good morning and welcome on board Centerpoint AM45. My name is Mercy Akira and I'm excited to know you've been able to join us on another edition of the program. On Centerpoint AM45, we usually take a look at global and national issues from the Akwa Ibom State perspective by asking to who said what, who did what, where, when, why, and the likes. Today on the program, we will be celebrating 100 days in office of Governor Maina, 100 days in office of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and of course the other 7 governors from the 26 states, that's right, of the Federation. All right, and it will be a privilege to have you air your say. We would love to hear your views about the 100 days in office of our leader. So when the time is nigh, we'll open the phone lines so that you can have your say on the program this morning. All right. Also on the program, of course, we'll get to show you the headlines from the national dailies, which will form the topic of some of the issues we'll be talking about this morning. So we'll take a quick break, and on the heels of that, we'll get to show you the papers. Do stay. It's Centerpoint AM45, and it's time for us to quickly show you headlines from all the national dailies that we have on the program this morning. All right, we have quite a handful of papers to show you, and this morning, all right, we'll begin with the This Day newspapers. All right, quickly, that's the front page of the This Day newspaper, and it has this rider: 100 days of courageous leadership. Okay, that is a congratulatory message right there on the front page to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We move to the top part of the paper just above the nameplate. Tedola commends Sanwo-Olu on successful completion of Lagos Blue Rail. That's just about the content on the front page of This Day newspaper. Let's quickly take a look at the next paper we have this morning. All right, the next one is business. We need to talk business. We need to see what's happening in the business scene. The business day comes with the rider: CBN to clear FX backlog in 2 weeks. That's foreign exchange backlog in 2 weeks. Refutes JP Morgan's debt. Increase FX inflow fails to lift reserves. Naira. Find out details about that story, find out how our reserve is faring, find out about the reports of JP Morgan, what CBN says it is. Get all the details you need therein from getting a copy of Business Day newspaper. Still on Business Day newspaper, D-Day. Nigerians await tribunal's judgment. And then Lagos Airport Terminal shut down and seen squeezing businesses. Alright, above the name, just below the nameplate, sorry, we have some figures, some indices. You need to check that out. That's according to that's all the bullish, the bearish. You need to find out by getting a copy of the business deal. Then above the nameplate, British Education Institution launches $150 million Charterhouse in Lagos. That's it on the front page of Business Day. Let's take a look at the next paper this morning. Alright, the next paper is The Nation. The Nation this morning, of course, we'll be talking about 100 days in office and so many other stories. 100 days of courageous leadership. That's still an advertorial. That's right, an advertorial salute to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Away from that, just below the nameplate, I will break all barriers for investors, Tinubu assures. Billionaire Indian businessman UK's automobile manufacturing deal with Nigeria. Okay, by the way, Nigerians must be aware that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in faraway India, but he has gone for a summit. Alright, then above the nameplate, CBN to clear $10 billion forex backlog in 2 weeks. Still above the nameplate, Otedola extols Sanwo-Olu on light blue rail takeoff. That's those are the stories on the front page of the Nation newspaper. We move to another paper, and that is the Punch. The Punch comes with the rider presidential poll, heavy security as tribunal decides Atiku Obi's petition against Tinubu. Police block entrance to Court of Appeal, warn politicians against violence. 5 justices decide Atiku Obi's petitions today. Security agents patrol Abuja. Alright, that's from just below the nameplate of the Punch newspapers. We have other stories. Dollar debts. CBN repays banks. New week, Naira may rebound. Fund regional rail projects. Federal government tells governors. World Bank delays $8.6 billion loan to Nigeria. That's a report. To get all the details from that report, get a copy of the Punch newspapers. And then the below the pictorial, we have NNPP rejects Kwap and So's expulsion, heads to court. Oshodi bus terminal decaying, motorists lament. Violence rocks Lagos community as task force officials kill driver. We go above the nameplate. Lagos, Katsina, Sokoto workers shun NLC strike grounds Abuja states. Of course, you know, Akwa Ibom State is included in that industrial movement. And then contractors protest as federal government dumps asphalt for concrete roads. That's the much we have from the front page of the Punch. The next paper this morning is the New Telegraph. The New Telegraph comes with the rider. Fuel pump price may hit 800 naira without government intervention. Distressing news we have there. That's according to the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria. They say fuel scarcity looms in eastern Nigeria. Oil prices rise above $90 per barrel. Market experts predict oil price to hit $100. Nigerians don't need such news on a morning like this. Now, Just below the nameplate, some stories there. Gas flaring, reps query IOCs for underpaying penalties. Palliative diversion, DSS arrest some emergency management officials, Nasarawa emergency management officials. Now, ahead of today's judgment, FHQ strengthens deployment nationwide, and then Joe Biden tests positive for COVID. President negative, as according to the White House. It's been in the news that COVID is quite making a toll on some people here and there. There's need for people to take precautionary measures every now and then. And then Gilbert polls, INEC redeploys 2 recs, appoints Olumekun IVEC's chair. Above the nameplate, CBN direct remittances to Nigeria fell by 18.9% to $241.2 million. Just below the pictorial, by the way, the pictorial we have there is that of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and India's someone from India at the summit where he's attending in New Delhi, India. Now below the pictorial we have fuel subsidy. We played politics with 2012 Occupy Nigeria, has got into Fire Me. Why is he of that opinion? Get a copy of the New Telegraph. And then poor compliance Mars NLC warning strike. Aviation workers, some banks snub directive. Port electricity workers, others comply. We move away from the New Telegraph this morning and take a look at the next paper, which is the Leadership. The Leadership comes with the rider, Labour strike suffers partial compliance over cracks in union. We had heard that on Monday, when the federal government called for talks for with the organized labor, NLC shunned the talks, but TUC complied and met with the federal government. We're yet to find out details of that meeting, but there seems to be some disagreements here and there between some of the unions on the strike, which is in day 2 today. Alright, for the other stories, NNPC expels Kwakwanso, ex-chairman Alkali dumps party. Some pictorials from Lagos State, some pictorials from the strike. We can see that of Akwa Ibom. I see the state chairman, Comrade Sonny James, with his colleagues. Right, that's from the front page of the Leadership. For the other parties, for the other stories, we have above the nameplate, 2023 polls, 5 judges decide Tinubu Atiku Obi's fate today. These are the 5 judges that will decide the fate of the presidential aspirant, and of course with that of President Tinubu today. Nigerians are looking forward to that decision, which will be aired live on national television. Of course, we will show you proceedings from that deliberations right here on the Ultimate in TV Broadcasting when we get to hook up with our national station. All right, we still have more papers this morning. Quickly, the next is the Sun. The Sun, as we begin to wind down on the papers. Judgment Day, anxiety, security alert in Abuja as tribunal decides Tinubu Atiku Obi's fate. IGP deploys 7 DIGs, 5 AIGs, riot police to venue across FCT. Now we have a recurring story here. Occupy Nigeria protest in 2012 induced by politics. Jonathan blames Nigeria's rules on lack of national integration. Just beside the nameplate, NLC warning strike paralyzes government secretariats, hospitals, banks, others. Some pictorial here, congratulatory message. Then just beside the pictorial, we have Occupy. Okay, I took that. CBN to clear FX backlogs in 2 weeks. Ask BDCs to adopt technology. Tinubu, I'll remove bottlenecks militating against ease of doing business. Shetima, our policies already yielding results. So many other stories from the front page of the Sun. Let's take a look at the last but not least paper for this morning, and that's the Vanguard. The Vanguard comes with some stories, several stories that you need to take a look at. Strike halts activities in Rivers, Osun, Edo, Kano, Kaduna, Cross River, and of course other states. Beside the pictorial, Tinubu, despite slight improvement, reign of terror continues. Who is this statement alluded to? Get a copy of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. And then PEPT, Justice Odili's pre-judgment remarks worrisome. That's according to the Labour Party. This is talking about the Presidential Elections Tribunal, which will be giving their verdict today. Fuel subsidy interests fighting us. That's according to Shetima. Shoibu withdraws suit against Obaseki and others. So many other stories from the front page of the Vanguard, even above the nameplate, some other headlines, but I'm afraid that's much we can take from the papers this morning. Remember, if any of the representations from the papers offends your personality, you could always seek redress by writing to the Nigerian Press Council. Right, those are the papers we had for you this morning. You can join us as we begin our conversation on 100 days of the Moino administration, and of course 100 days of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. The number with which you can join us is 002 355 9976 0802 355 9976. We'll take a quick break. On the heels of that, we will be going straight to our conversation for today.
Emergencies first.
I want the equipment I need to do my job.
I want a police that won't harass or arrest me for no just reason.
I want to be valued for my work, not feared by honest people.
I want a police that won't ask me anything for the boys.
I want a decent salary that is paid on time.
If it happen, with good laws,
proper funding,
training,
and cooperation.
If it happen.
If it happen.
If it happen.
This is where we all belong. The place where life is beautiful. together in unity and love. And where you coming? It's all man, you know. We go stand together, we go make them better. We be brothers and sisters, no matter where we be. And where you coming? It's all man, you know. No matter where we be, we are one. Let's live together in peace and harmony.
You know that you have the right to quality broadcasting. The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and or write to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that your complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that your complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Afoda kwa ibom mama de, mama de oh, yeah. Ukangaji mama de oh, mama de oh, yeah. Abasi soso de bo. Abasi soso de bo. Hey, 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 boy, come. Ntoe kajit pati, sikidi, hey, hey, hey. Naibono toke kima, rebio, hey, hey, pati. Sikedi, abagi koro one pandio, listen to bolo sikedi, yenge sirekera bandi, esianu dem sagada, etmebo let's come together, etinanye even no sikedi, ibesipo wegade, ibioni bom sikedi, ika yikono natsana, ikora basi sikedi. Ikore kwene badiyo, yetu ibono deba, mbo badi, mbare ni kama sikedi, nsirata let's give us one, nsiribom bagada, nsirubim badiyo, obore karapai sikedi, okobo, wonderful people, ona sikedi, oranda isana badi, oruona mpaka sikedi, unonguko badi, okana soni bono sikedi, oranda badi, oruofongo ruku sikedi, uyo let's come together, afura kwa hizo sikedi, Naibobonte begi fiakera fono. Isike video. Naibobonte begi fiakima. Ipon alusa, ipon enaiko, kifono Sio ubawo mamno yeneka from Bambombe. Isike video. Naibobonte begi fiakima. Naibobonte begi fiakera fono. Isike video. Naibobonte begi fiakima. Uyo ikoke kima. Yaitam mirem ira ikwagambo ira ile umegida baino basikiro kangaji komi komi akwa ibomaji ibambo isombo inoba sikiro kangaji uye ibongengede ikomio mfune mnyerano ibume mfune mbimbodo ebongod nemisonge diaro idem domnolu bakeri sangana ikabi sikidi na ibono ngima bonge kisim kune kwa ibomkere Nemo, Annemo, Annemeworo, Nanganem, Atokima Bassi, Come Nanganemo, Annemo, Annemakara, Atokima Bassi. Bassi, Abono Kanala, Ajiri Kikere, Ano Kemabo, Ureme. Ima basi kendambala adem tembaki songidoji ima basi adem tembaki songokwaibo ima basi ene kensinsi adem tembaki songidoji ima basi adem tembaki songokwaibo ima basi ene kensinsi isike ideo Nai bobon tebe ifyakima Nai bobon tebe ifyakima fono Isike ideo Nai bobon tebe ifyakima Mama jiri la ibene pare Isike ideo Nai bobon tebe ifyakima
To Centerpoint M45, many thanks for staying with us on the program. I did say that what we'll be discussing today is 100 days of the golden era. Now I get to be joined by the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Research and Documentation, Mr. Sindwe. So thank you so very much for joining us this morning.
Happy 100 days of Pastor Mano's golden era, Mercy.
All right. Archiving people, yesterday we felt the pulse of people on some of the projects here and there, especially that of Okman. But before we get to all of that, 100 days of government.